This right here, and again, the Pistons coaching is like fourth grade stuff. This right here is why Jaden Ivey needs to keep Jaylen Brown to the middle of the floor. Because I don't have to rotate. Cade Cunningham's just in help, right? Stunt, recover. Look at Jaden Ivey. Again, this is just coaching. Why is Jaden not... Once Jaylen Brown goes baseline, now I've got to rotate. Isaiah Stewart's got to rotate down to the ball right here, and now your defense is in scramble mode. And someone's going to be wide open. The Detroit Pistons coaching staff, fourth grade elementary school coaches are better than this Detroit Pistons coaching staff. So Jaylen Brown's going to beat Isaiah Stewart right here. This has to be Tim Hardaway Jr.'s help. If Tim Hardaway Jr.'s feet are set, he can stunt, get the dribble picked up, and recover. This has to be Tim Hardaway moving over here into the gaps. If it's Tobias Harris right here, now your defense is in scramble mode, and someone's going to be wide open. Fourth graders coach the Pistons. This is just sad to watch. Again, the Pistons are coached by homeless people. Luke Walton and JB Bickerstaff should be homeless. Tobias Harris goes to double in the post. Azar Thompson must be rotating over now. And then if they throw the ball to the top of the key, Cade Cunningham would rotate up, Jalen Duren here, and this is where Tobias Harris ends up. But you double the post, and nobody rotates. Guess what happens? It is so sad watching the Detroit Pistons be coached by mentally challenged individuals. These are mentally slow people. Ron Holland, this is his gap assignment with his back to the baseline right here. Stop. Jalen Duren cannot be worried about the ball. He's got to be up battling for position with Porzingis. This is where your help is. Back to the baseline, right? Stunt, recover. Instead, Ron Holland's back's to the sideline, so now Jalen Duren's got to worry about the ball, while Porzingis can just sit in the paint. The Pistons are coached by homeless people. The Detroit Pistons coaching staff, the fact that these people aren't homeless is everything wrong with society. Jaden Ivey's coming up to ice this screen. Jalen Duren drops underneath. Okay, cool. You're icing the screen. There's backside help right here with Fontecchio for Luke Cornett's role. You can't go from icing the screen here to saying, never mind, let's switch. Because first of all, Jalen Duren's dropping like you're icing the screen, so you just gave up an open three, and because Jaden Ivey's switching late, he's switching over the top, and there's no one to box out Luke Cornett. Homeless people coach this Pistons team. It's unbelievable. Anybody paid by the Detroit Pistons should be homeless. This is crap. Jaden Ivey actually is in the gaps here. He does a great job. So knowing this, Jalen Duren, you're never supposed to be in help on the ball here. You need to stay with Luke Cornett. Jaden Ivey look at this, he's in help. Where is Jalen Duren going? So now Simone Fontecchio has to rotate over to Cornett. That leaves the corner wide open. It's a joke. What is Jaden Ivey doing? Adam Silver, you got a problem. You have fourth graders coaching the Pistons. Jaden Ivey, just guard the ball. When Cornett sets the screen, you'll guard it then. Look at Jaden Ivey here, leaning towards this screen about 3 hours early, so now you're getting blown past the other way. Now everyone's got to collapse on the ball. This is cool. You wonder why NBA ratings are down. The NBA coaching has never been worse. Certainly with the Pistons. Jaden Ivey and Malik Beasley, it's wing to wing. I would switch this screen. Just switch. You got to do something. Like Jaden Ivey gets screened here and no one's guarding anything. This Detroit Pistons coaching staff should not be coaching elementary school. Cade Cunningham, you always chase over the top of a down screen. You do not go up the gut. Look at this coaching. Up the gut, wide open every time. It's unbelievable. The Detroit Pistons, this is a disaster. This is a criminal organization. Who's coaching this team? Criminals. Again, this needs to be Fontecchio's help because I can stunt and recover. If Fontecchio's not in the gaps and he's not even close and Isaiah Stewart has to come out and help, well, there's nobody to guard underneath the rim now and you're not recovering from that. Look at this garbage in transition. JB Bickerstaff, you should be homeless. Luke Walton, you should certainly be homeless. Stop. Cade Cunningham, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s got to communicate. I'm going to take the ball. You slide over to Peyton Pritchard. This is how transition defense works. You communicate and get to the nearest body. Tim Hardaway to the ball, Cade Cunningham to Pritchard. Look at this. Tim Hardaway's trying to chase all the way from over the top, so both end up going to Peyton Pritchard. No one goes to Derek White. Criminal organization. Unbelievable. Why is JB Bickerstaff standing here? What do you do? Go into the stands and pay for a ticket. Tobias Harris, of course your help is in the middle of the floor. JB Bickerstaff, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart. Everyone should be yelling their help side in the middle of the floor so Tobias Harris knows, okay, I want to angle Peyton Pritchard into this help. Look at how Tobias Harris guards this. Letting him go baseline. Unbelievable. It's a criminal organization. Again in transition. Who's taking Derek White? Is that going to be Isaiah Stewart? So say something. I can't be staring at the ball. I got to find a body to guard that's Derek White. Tim Hardaway wants to come up and take Porzingis. Okay, cool. You can be in help on the ball, but you got to be taking Porzingis trailing the play. What does Isaiah Stewart? You can't just sit in the charge circle. That's not transition defense. All of these people should be homeless. JB Bickerstaff, homeless. Luke Walton, homeless. Not how you guard a handoff. You go underneath and meet Jaylen Brown on the other side. You never go, why are you guarding above the three-point line anyways? I should be at the three-point line in the gaps, ready to go under and meet Jaylen Brown on the other side. When you go over like this and you're guarding above the three-point line, you get beat backdoor all the time. Look at Cade Cunningham. First of all, he's asleep. Second of all, again on this down screen, we still chase over the top. But you have homeless people coaching this Pistons team. Look at Cade Cunningham trying to go up the gut. So now Drew Holiday can just grab and go. You go up the gut, grab and go, draw a million defenders. Complete disaster. This man being employed is everything wrong with Earth. Marcus Sasser needs to be attached to Peyton Pritchard. Why can't Adam Silver step in and fix this? You need to be attached to Peyton Pritchard on the cross screen, jamming Porzingis as he comes through, so Fontecchio can get on the other side. But you're attached to Pritchard when you're doing this. You become unattached right now. Boom. Now Pritchard can just slip it and be open for three. Here it is again. What do the Pistons do at halftime or in practice? Do they just sit around and tell stories all day? How does this happen again? Guard the ball, Jaden Ivey, please. When Porzingis sets the screen, you'll guard it then. Look at Jaden Ivey. Leaning towards the screen 6 hours early. Derek White's going to blow by you every single time. Draw help. Pistons switch. It's a disaster. This is a criminal right here. JB Bickerstaff is a criminal. Isaiah Stewart should be up on this switch, and Cade Cunningham must get underneath so he's in the gaps. So now we're forcing Peyton Pritchard to the middle of the floor. There's no place to go. Let's see how Cade Cunningham switches. Over the top. There's nobody in that gap right here. Isaiah Stewart's going to end up letting Peyton Pritchard go baseline. The second you let him go baseline and draw a second defender, now everyone's in rotation right here, and it's just a matter of who's open for three. I don't even know what this pick and roll defense is. Look at this. You should be not allowed in an NBA arena. It's a joke. First of all, Marcus Sasser switching, he should be underneath, so he's in the gap. He switches over the top. But now Jordan Walsh sets a second screen. So Fontecchio, you're switching, right? Then we need to be attached to Jordan Walsh, ready to come out and switch. Look at attached to Jordan Walsh, ready to switch. Look at Fontecchio in the paint.